to the channel. My name is Jordan Aubrey. Obviously, thank you guys for watching another video with me. But anyways, I want to talk about smaller budgets as far as marketing. I'm having a lot of people reach out to me, which I encourage you to go to my Instagram, follow me, DM me if you got any questions. I'm on there a little bit of the time. I'm not gonna say most of the time, but I am making an emphasis to, instead of going and scrolling and liking pictures, to get into my DMs and answer any questions of people that's looking for value, so I can help you guys out. With that being said, just smaller budgets, we talked about it. I don't necessarily know if I talked about it on this channel, but I do want to help it because a lot of people that's reaching out to me have smaller budgets, right? We all get into it and we think, hey, it really don't cost any money. And that's absolutely true. It don't cost a lot of money, but it costs something. You gotta spend something, whether that's time, whether that's money, you gotta spend it from a marketing standpoint. Now, if you have low budget, you can try to JV and partner and find buyers, bring premium buyers. But essentially, it's kind of, unless you just go out on a limb and just look for buyers from day one, most of the time you want experience with finding buyers, and then buyers don't even trust you at the beginning. So you kind of want to have a couple of deals under your belt with your buyers before you start bringing them and JVing them. That way you know you got the right people, right? But if you got a smaller budget, this is what I encourage everybody to do. This is not going to be a long video. I'm just telling you what it is, right? So I just had somebody reach out to me and ask, they only had $100 a month of budget. If we talk about marketing, you can go back and look at the truth about marketing. Look at that video. We'll put it right up here. But in that video, I talk about what it costs to get a deal, right? So in the Dallas market, we're looking at about $2,000. And that's cold calling, RVM's text message, right? And not all of those work all the time, right? Some months cold calling is working, some months text message is working, some months RVMs is working. That's just like any form of marketing. We keep doing it, but we want to spend a lot of money with those forms of marketing. But with that being said, $100 is not gonna go far, right? If you got $2,000 to get a deal, you're spending $100, it's gonna take you 20 months to get your first deal, right? If we're talking about just on a pure basis of spending money. So we know that's, it's probably not gonna be the best way to go out and do marketing for you, right? It sounds good. Yeah, it sounds cheap. When we look at your budget, it's not really a good way to go out and do that. So if you got $100 or you got less than $500, me personally, I would advise save up that money for 2 to 3 months, do a lot of studying, do a lot of learning, and save up that money so you have a bigger budget moving forward. But if we're talking about taking action now, which I recommend as well, if we're talking about taking action now, you got $100, this is what I would do. I would go to Propelio, link is in the bio, right? I know some of you guys got Propstream, link should be in the bio here here pretty soon, right? I'm working with them. And then Real Estate IQ is another one. I think it's very underrated, where you can get a foreclosure list. Roddy's list is a pre-foreclosure list. That's what they're known for. And they come out with the pre-foreclosures quicker than just about anybody that I know of at this point. So that's what I would do, go out to a pre-foreclosure list. And I talked about it. I made one of my first videos. If you need to go back and watch it, go back and watch it. But one of my first videos was making 6 figures door knocking. If you don't have the money for the marketing budget, your marketing budget is gonna take some elbow grease, right? If you can only limit 48 hours a week or 48 hours a month or whatever the case may be, majority of that time needs to be on the road. YouTube University while you're on the road, not listening to music, but actually studying what to say, how to say it, when to say it, all that good stuff, sales tactics, and or any other kind of books, putting something in your mind. And then at that point, going out there and offering value to as many people as you possibly can. If you're a male, and let's face it, I'm a black guy, right? So me mentally, at least I believe that 90% of the people that see a black male at their door typically is not gonna answer, right? If you're a Caucasian lady, however, right, they're gonna answer the door a little bit quicker. If you're a black lady, they may answer the door a little bit quicker. But typically black males are perceived as threats when they're outside and don't nobody know why you're here, right? So look at that video, check it out. It's gonna tell you the do's and don'ts with door knocking. It's gonna tell you what I do, what I say, how I say it, all that good stuff for door knocking. But you're gonna have to go out and knock a ton of doors. And I would recommend anywhere from 50 to 100 doors every week. It sounds like a lot, and I'll be honest, it is a lot. But doing stuff that sucks consistently, showing up over and over and over is what's going to get you that $5, $10, $20, $30,000 door knock, right? I talked about it in my video, referencing it again. It's like I'm deja vu making the same content. But I've gotten door knocks from anywhere from $2,000 wholesale assignment fees to $51,000 wholesale assignment fees, right? So I would say it's definitely worth it. 4 deals we closed back in 2019 from door knocking. 2020 we really didn't door knock with COVID, but 2019 we closed with door knocking, and we closed over 6 figures from just door knocking alone. 51, 31, 18, and I believe 6, right? That's good money for anybody. That's good money. And even if you can just close 50,000, that's still good money. If you can close half of that, that's still good money. And I trust and believe I was not knocking that many doors in 2019. We was knocking a lot, don't get me wrong, but we weren't knocking 50 to 100 doors a week, right? We'll go out there, we may get 3, 4, 5 in this week, because depending on the month, you know, there's a lot of foreclosures there, and then sometimes there's not a lot of foreclosures there. So that's one thing you gotta watch out for. But definitely go out and foreclose, and go out and door knock. And while you're out there door knocking, this is the next thing you need to do. Go ahead and get, if you got Propelio, you can use their drop for dollars. If you deal machine, you use their drop for dollars. Go ahead and get that, the links are in below. Go ahead and register with them, drive for dollars while you're out there, get that information, and then go do True People Search. True People Search. And in True People Search, what you do is you'll look them up for free. You can skip trace that particular person for free. So say you go out and you knock 20 doors today, you come home and you got 10 different addresses that you roll by in different neighborhoods that was driving for dollars. True People Search those particular people and call them up. It is, I would say it is hard, but you gotta be, it's very simple, and you gotta be consistent with it. The hardest part is being consistent. The hardest part is not closing the deal. The hardest part is being consistent, showing up every day in spite of whatever's going on with you. So make sure you're doing that, because I think that can propel you to the next level. But if you got $100 a month, that is exactly what you do. Don't stray from it. And if you find any foreclosures that is vacant, skip trace, skip trace, skip trace, skip trace, skip trace, skip trace, because I'm telling you, that's secret sauce. We call those zombie leads. Those are pre-foreclosures plus vacants. I mean, they've already vacated the property. They probably want to sell. Let's cut a deal right here, right? Those are the best deals out there. I promise you, you find you a couple of those, you will make some money. 9 times out of 10 on the ones that we actually bought that was up for pre-foreclosure, only one of them was still owner occupied. And the other 3, and the only one that was still owner occupied that didn't know what to do next, right? That didn't have another plan of action that was counting on the money. The other 3, the $51,000 deal, she was already moving out. She had her U-Haul ready for the next week anyways, whether I bought it or anybody, or she let it go back to the bank. She was leaving. She already had plans to leave. The other deal, they was already out of the house. The other deal, they was already out of the house. So if you can find these vacant pre-foreclosures, those are the ones that typically you're going to buy. And the people are going to want to cut a deal, because to them it's just a headache. If they can avoid the foreclosure, they will. How about it, right? So with that being said, make sure you go through that list, you look at it, and you go knock doors and put in the work, put in the elbow grease that it's going to take. Because I'll be honest, $100 is not really worth anything at all. If you need somewhere to skip trace it, reach out to me personally, DM, Instagram me, shoot me over the information. I'll pay for the skip trace. I got a pretty good skip trace in TLO, which is very, very intensive. So I say we probably get a 99% hit rate on these, but they cost more. So they're like $15 per. But it's going to get us in contact with a decision maker for that particular property, let them know exactly what's going on. But when it's vacant, right, I'm willing to pay that $15. And if you got $100, right, you got 3, 4, 6, I don't know exactly how many, but you got a lot of times you got a lot of vacant houses that you can get that's off the pre-foreclosure skip trace with that $100 a month that you got, because you're not spending doing anything else with that money. And we can actually skip trace that house, get you in front of the new address so you can go knock that door. That's secret sauce. You get in front of the new address. You get the new address. Don't worry about the number. Everybody's calling. get the new address and go knock that door and go see about what's going on, because in person, I can be the pro squad. In person, I can be the phone call. In person, I can be the RVM text message. I can be any other form of marketing, right? If I just show up. So that's gonna be the most important thing. So with a small budget, definitely do that. Hopefully it adds value today. If you guys got any questions, definitely drop below. That way I can help you out in anything you do. All right, y'all take care. Keep winning.